This series, Top 10 Things to Do in Perth, I've included a visit to the city. And here it's a walk from Elizabeth Quay to the railway station with a look at a few things you can see on your way. From Elizabeth Quay, you can walk up Sherwood Court to London Court. London Court was built in the 1930s by a colourful character, Claude de Bernali, and it's a reconstruction of an Elizabethan village. It's on your way to the railway station, and it's a interesting little precinct. Before you get to London Court, you'd have to cross St George's Terrace. St George's Terrace is Perth's business district. You'll find all the major banks, head offices to various companies, and the city is a transport hub, and a lot of the buses run along St George's Terrace as they go out of the city. So it is possible to leave the city by catching a bus from St George's Terrace. Back to London Court. It's just a short stroll up London Court until you get to the Hay Street Mall. There is something charming about London Court. Claude de Bernali was a mining entrepreneur, a colourful character. Perth had its fair share of colourful characters, and Claude de Bernali was certainly one of them. But like some of the other people, what they've left behind, like Alan Bond, there is a legacy, and London Court is certainly that. So it's worth a walk up there, take in the sights, experience something that is quite unique. As a kid, I was always fascinated with the changing the guard on the hour in the Hay Street Mall. In those days, Hay Street was the busiest street in Perth. It's now been turned into a pedestrian mall. It's hard to imagine that Hay Street Mall had cars going in both directions plus the sidewalk. In those days, it was a busy hub of the city. It's still a retail hub, and many of the major retailers have stores off the Hay Street Mall. There are a number of arcades that lead off the mall, so down these arcades there's plenty of food, coffee, retailing. At the western end of the mall there's a little pocket park which is a nice little green space. You may have noticed all these cows, these artwork that's around the city. It's just so happens that at the time I took these photos, there was a exhibition involving cows and bulls, and so that's what that's about. But this little park, it's a green space, place you can rest in the shade and watch life go by. From the Hay Street Mall heading north, you can cut through one of the arcades and you'd arrive at Forest Place. Forest Place has traditionally served as a big meeting venue. I remember in the early 70s when Gough Whitlam came to town and addressed a gathering at Forest Place. Angry farmers came down and protested against him. It was a tumultuous time, and I suppose the price we've paid for that is that political rallies don't occur in Forest Place like they used to. There's always something happening in Forest Place. It's a big, vacant, empty space now, but next week it could be full with an exhibition. I've seen, after Rally Australia, motorists doing donuts in the middle of Forest Place. Crazy, I know, but I've seen it. During summer, on Friday nights, Forest Place is transformed into a eating piazza where there's various stalls from all nations of the world come together, open stalls, and there's open air entertainment, eating. At the end of Forest Place is Perth Railway Station, which is the hub of the train network. So from Perth Station you can walk to the bus port. So the city is a transport hub. All the other things I've featured on this top 10 things to do in Perth is accessible from the CBD. If you're visiting Perth, trains are an excellent way of getting around, and what you'll find at the railway station, there'll be buses that will lead you off to the various spots. So from the train network, you can get onto the bus network. The big windows on the train provide an outlook onto the city. That's it from Perth.